The Aerospatiale or BAC Concorde is a retired Franco-British supersonic airliner jointly developed and manufactured by Sud Aviation, later Aerospatiale, and the British Aircraft Corporation. Studies started in 1954, and France and the UK signed a treaty establishing the development project on the 29th of November 1962. As the program cost was estimated at £70 million in 2021, construction of the 6 prototypes began in February 1965, and the first flight took off from Toulouse on the 2nd of March 1969. Concorde is a tailless aircraft design with a narrow fuselage permitting a 4 abreast seating for 92 to 128 passengers, an ogival delta wing, and a droop nose for landing visibility. It is powered by 4 Rolls-Royce or Snecma Olympus 593 turbojets with variable engine intake ramps B based on those employed in the RAF's Avro Vulcan strategic bomber, and reheat for takeoff and acceleration to supersonic speed. Constructed out of aluminium, it was the first airliner to have analog fly-by-wire flight controls. The airliner could maintain a supercruise up to Mach 2.04 at an altitude of 60,000 feet. Its only competitor was the Tupolev Tu-144, carrying passengers from November 1977 until a May 1978 crash, while a potential competitor, the Boeing 2707, was cancelled in 1971 before any prototypes were built. On the 25th of July 2000, Air France Flight 4590 crashed shortly after takeoff with all 109 occupants and 4 on the ground killed. This was the only fatal incident involving Concorde. Commercial service was suspended until November 2001. The Concorde aircraft were retired in 2003, 27 years after commercial operations had begun. Most of the aircraft remain on display in Europe and America. As the Concorde flew at supersonic speeds, it encountered air resistance, which caused friction between the aircraft's surfaces and the air. This friction generated heat. The external temperatures on the Concorde could reach up to around 260 degrees centigrade during supersonic flight. This heating was most pronounced on the aircraft's nose and leading edges. The Concorde's range was relatively limited, primarily serving transatlantic routes. It was not capable of flying long distances, which restricted its market and route options. Concorde's drooping nose enabled the aircraft to switch from being streamlined to reduce drag and achieve optimal aerodynamic efficiency during flight, to not obstructing the pilot's view during taxi, takeoff, and landing operations. Due to the high angle of attack, the long pointed nose obstructed the view and necessitated the ability to droop. The droop nose was accompanied by a moving visor that retracted into the nose prior to being lowered. When the nose was raised to horizontal, the visor would rise in front of the cockpit windscreen for aerodynamic streamlining. The Concorde was a remarkable feat of engineering and design, offering a glimpse into the possibilities of supersonic air travel. Despite its challenges and eventual retirement, it remains a symbol of innovation and a source of fascination for aviation enthusiasts and the general public alike. That's all for today. See you in another video.